Welcome to episode 19 of 100 Songs. Today's song is Home from the Engineers off their self titled album. Came out in 2005. Engineers are from London, formed in 2003. So this album came out, a couple years after they came together. And I would classify them, I read a classification of their music as being shoegaze pop. It's very ethereal and atmospheric. There is structure to it, however. So, in that sense, I guess there's the pop element is very, I find it to be very calming. And one thing about this song in particular, many of their songs really, but this song got into my head after repeated listens to at least an edited version of the song that was on the opening credits of the show Big Love with Bill Paxton, which I believe was an HBO show that came out, gosh, I don't know, a long time ago at this point. I don't actually know the year, but I watched that show, and the third season, the first two seasons was another song, a Beach Boys song. And then the third season, the opening credits was Home. And after, however many episodes listening to an edited version of the song, I just really loved the song. So I was like, I got to check this out. So got the album. Turns out albums are really good too. And I just became a fan after that. So Big Love, Bill Paxton, good show, in my opinion, but that's not really what we're talking about here. So after this was the only album that charted for them. In the UK, it came in at a number 84. And then after that, they did some more albums, and none of them received the same level in terms of success, but they did get some critical acclaim. And recently, like 2020, they came out and did an independent release for an album called Pictobug. And I have actually not listened to that yet, because when I was doing research for this, I saw that was out there, where it isn't appeared. It isn't. It's on Bandcamp. So that's where that is. It hasn't shown up in other places that I've seen. The release of it and the finishing of it got a little messed up because of the COVID lockdowns. So it came out in September 2020. So anything that was going on around that time got messed up by COVID. Anyway, they did extend their longevity. I'd originally had in my notes that they were kind of wrapped up in 2014, but now, all these years later, they came out with another album. So, haven't gone away entirely. The band has changed its lineup quite a bit, but it does center around the same few people, with some others coming in and out of the band. This is very melodic album, really effective use of soundscapes. One thing I like that they did, and not with their self-titled debut album, but the third album they came out with, in praise for more. One of the things they did I really like when bands do, and it's kind of rare, is they had a bonus disc that contained the same album but all instrumental. So that can be really, really fun depending on what the album is. So I thought that was really cool. Anyway, Home was also used on something else I learned that I didn't realize was also used on an Australian soap opera called Neighbours. Just totally random. But that's how I discovered it, so I suspect people that are fans of that soap opera they probably came across it the same way as well. So let's check out part of it. This is a little past halfway point. The song gives you a sense of what they sound like. It's very relaxing. I find it very uplifting and just kind of, so if you need any of that in your life, you probably do. You might want to check this out.
Is this my home? It's starting over. Bathe in the water. Is this my home? It's starting over. Bathe in the water. Is this my home? It's starting over. Bathe in the water.
And then it continues into the out fade. I did notice when I re-listened to the song, it's got some really familiar, really far in the back, you could hear it in that clip, of some early Spiritualized, which I thought was kind of interesting. It's hard to describe the sound, but it's a sound that's way in the back, but it's definitely audible, and it's really present in some of Spiritualized's early work that's really super popular. Also heard a tiny bit of Godspeed in there, not making the comparison at all, because I don't find them to be similar in any great way, but I did pick up a little bit of some cool sound there in the background. Super relaxing though, and like I said, uplifting. A little jet lag today, so I'm drinking my coffee. Don't usually do what I usually do every day, but I was drinking some before I recorded this. So that's it. Let's look and see what we've got coming in the next episode. What's it gonna be? Scapegoat. Awesome. All right. So we will cover Scapegoat, Fear Factory. So massive change going from Engineers to Fear Factory. So we're going to get a little metal in the next one. Hope you have a good one. Take it easy.